Hi guys, this is Tuti Gogia. In case you are listening this voice for the very first time, you can go check out my social media handles. And this is season 4 of Stuti Speaks. And today I have a very special guest whose name is Bhavna. So I approached her via LinkedIn, talked to her, and like invited her for a podcast. And thank you, Bhavna, for saying yes. Bhavna is a product manager by profession. She's also a public speaker, a mentor, a content creator. Also, she has a huge LinkedIn family, like 11K plus. LinkedIn followers, which is great. I've seen your LinkedIn content. It's really nice. We would like to know more about your content creation journey, growing on LinkedIn, public speaking, and everything. So I let me pass it over to you. आप थोड़ा सा intro दे दो अपना मैंने कुछ miss करा तो वो बता दो and then we can take it forward from there. And I hope you are okay in between. If I speak Hindi, you can speak in any language you want. It's up to you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Stuti,
Yeah,
for having
yeah,
me as a
yeah.
speaker. Well, yes, I will try to keep it in English. I am not fluent in Hindi. So
That's
if I
okay.
speak in Kannada, I don't think many of them may not understand. So I keep it in English. So yeah, you gave a very quick, brief, to the point intro. So thank you for that. So I would like to add that I have recently completed my MBA from London, and I worked there for a year in a fintech startup called CodePay as product manager. And then I became pregnant, so that's when I flew back to India because the
Wow.
support system is here, the family support. So that's why I came back here. So yes, right now on a maternity break, trying to do. I've got one or two startup ideas. Trying to work
Wow.
on one. So I've not officially announced it on LinkedIn yet, so I'm yet to do that. So yeah, happy to answer any questions or happy to share my journey here.
So, first of all, many congrats for the newest member in your life and in your family. Congrats for that. And I'll see my podcast is exclusive because you told that you are having a startup idea. So, if it blooms in upcoming time, I'll be like part of manifesting it, which is great for me. So, thank you for that. We'll take your journey like. Tell me like more about your corporate journey first, like product manager, and then we can talk a bit about public speaking and can take conversation from there.
Okay, sure. So the way I stepped into corporate world was after my engineering. So I did telecommunication engineering, and then just because I got a QA internship near my place, I joined there because I didn't want to waste time. I thought, okay, let me give it a try. So I joined as a software engineer, and then I moved to Big Basket because around 8 years back, if you imagine, that's where all the e-commerce boom was
Yeah.
happening. It was all very fancy. So I was like, okay, let me try to see how e-commerce works. So that's when I moved from my startup called Eltropy to Big Basket. And the Big Basket journey was probably the best journey I can tell because that's where I hit my turning point where I moved from QA engineer to product management. And from there, the way this public speaking and all started was through a one-on-one session very similar to this. Okay, so it was through a one-on-one video session from pragmatic leaders, and then that's how it began. And then I started doing webinars with, let's say, 50 people, and then it became 100. And I think the point where it took a major turn was during COVID, because during COVID, the demand for online groceries spiked. So in Big Basket, we were doing like 1 lakh orders per day, and during COVID, we were doing like 3 lakh orders per day. So it was that kind of a scale that we had to deliver. So that's when I started speaking about how we at Big Basket changed each and every team. Like, I mean, it's not like adding more people, it's like having the same number of people but then doing more efficiently. And I think that was the turning point in my public speaking journey, Stuti.
Great, great. So एक काम करते हैं. Let's do one thing for people who are listening to us. Public speaking skills को. Can you summarize in three, four main pointers that is needed to be a good public speaker? Let's talk about this because I am very much interested in going deep into this. I also want to try to being a speaker, motivational speaker, or a public speaker. I'm a podcaster though, but talking people one to one is different, and then talking to a whole group
Yeah.
and bunch is different. So tell me three, four, five, like whatever you feel are four, five important skills to be a good public speaker.
Mhm. Right. So first and foremost thing is whatever you're speaking about, right? You have to be passionate about it. So you
Hmm.
mentioned motivational speakers. So it's something that I think you really need to have that passion in you saying, okay, this is what I can talk about even if I don't have to prepare anything. Right. So like that, product management is like that for me. Okay. So and now if at all you ask me, do you want to be a public speaker in product management field forever, I will probably say no. I want to be a public speaker in sustainability field, and now I want to talk about climate change, climate action. These are the topics that I want to talk about, so that's where my passion truly lies, more than product management. So number one point, the topic that you're talking about, you should be really passionate about it so that you can speak to anyone anytime, even in your dreams. So that's number one. And the second thing is, so see, it depends on the nature as well. For example, me, since childhood, I've always loved being on stage. So I wanted to be on stage. So I learned dance. I was like, okay, if I learn dance, then I'll be on stage during annual day. So it was like that for me. But maybe not many people are comfortable being on stage. But probably they have a lot of knowledge which they can share, which they want to share. So a good way to get started is talking in front of a mirror. Okay, so just stand in front of a mirror, start speaking, record it, record the video, record the audio, and then you can watch it for yourself, and you can see where you can get better, what is that you're probably repeating too much. So even when I started, my mom, my dad, they used to give me a lot of feedback, which is very helpful. I used to use the word so many times, like whenever I had to begin any sentence, I was starting it with so, and when I had to end a sentence, I was ending it with the right. So my mom and dad gave me that feedback because even they were joining all my webinars. Whether they understood the topic or not, they were just happy to see me speaking. So that feedback from your people will become very very important. Okay. So that is point number three. And now my husband joins my webinar and he gives me feedback. Or sometimes when I have to give a webinar in front of, let's say, 200, 300 people audience, then I actually do practice sessions in front of my husband and he gives me critical free feedback. So that is very important. Okay. And the last point that I would like to suggest is we have to visualize ourselves, okay, speaking in front of 200, 300 people. You have to visualize yourself saying that, okay, you are speaking confidently. It's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to repeat initially all of these mistakes. It's absolutely fine. Everybody will get better only with practice. Nobody gets it right in the first 10 times. So it's absolutely fine. So to summarize, 4 points: be passionate about the topic, speak in front of the mirror, record your audio, video, and see how you can get better. What are you repeating? What can be told in a better way, in a concise way? Third thing is be open for critical feedback, especially from your family members, because they will tell you the truth and you should be able to accept it and correct it. And lastly, visualize yourself. Webinars is a good way to get started, Stuti, than, let's say, speaking offline. Because in webinars, you're mostly seeing one screen, you're not actually
Yeah.
seeing those 200, 300 people, right? So, webinar is a very good way to get started, and then you can go speak in offline events. Yeah.
Great, great. That was great. Five pointers. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's now come to the second part, like a second, not second, the next part of your journey, which is content creation. So tell me two things: which all platform you create the content, and what kind of content you create. I'm sure you must be doing something regarding your passion only, but yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, content creation journey, it started during COVID times because again there was a lot of topics that I could talk about Big Basket at that time. It was all very exciting. Everybody in IT, they were looking forward to it. How is Big Basket doing so well in spite of this spike demand? And I have been very passionate about product management. So that's when I thought, okay, I will write one article every week on LinkedIn. That's how
Wow.
it started. Yeah, so one article every week on LinkedIn, it has to be of good quality. So again, quality is quite subjective. It should be basically something valuable. Like a reader should be able to take at least one key takeaway. If not, if I've mentioned four or five things, at least one thing that person should be able to take it as a key learning. So that was my way of putting it. And then at some point in time, my post started doing so well that I wanted to create like two, three posts every week. But again, it became too much. I used to get stressed. It was like, oh my God, I have to do one more. I am not able to give my 100% to that post. So then I thought, okay, maybe two, three is also quite tough for me. I will keep it as one post per week, one good quality post per week on LinkedIn, and that has given me a lot of credibility on the platform, and it has really helped me stay consistent. So I think consistency definitely beats, rather than you creating two, three posts for 1 month and then okay, not coming back for 6 months. So instead of that, doing one per week has been the mantra for me.
Mm.
And LinkedIn has been my primary platform to create any content about product management. And now I create content on Instagram as so
Wow.
thanks to AI, I think Gemini and ChatGPT and Canva tool, they have all these tools have really helped me create some nice images, some animated images, and all of that. So now I told you, right? Okay,
Mm.
you can check out my new venture on Instagram. Let me reveal
Yeah.
that here on the
Yeah. Yeah. Please
podcast.
tell. Please tell.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's called the Healthy Stuff
The
on
the the
Instagram. Check it out. So
Yeah. Can you
the
repeat that
Healthy
again?
Stuff.
The healthy stuff. Okay. Great.
Yeah,
Great. Great. Mm.
yeah, yeah. So it it's basically selling organic ragi malt powder. It is
Okay.
going to be um, best for women, children as a health drink. Rather, I don't want women to consume calcium tablets for like 10, 15 years. So that's why I started this. Of course, I'll come
Hmm.
back to IT because I'm on a break. I just want
Hmm.
to set this up, and my founder will be able to take it forward.
Forward. Hmm.
So yeah, that's
It's,
it.
it's organic ragi millet breakfast, the healthy stuff. Great. 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 DM to order. You are
Yes.
there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll mention this in details. But coming back to Instagram is one part of it, and I am more interested in knowing your journey of. I'm more interested in knowing your journey of how to grow on LinkedIn. See, I'll tell you my experience. A year before, I think 2023,
Mhm.
I decided that I want to be consistent on LinkedIn, and you won't believe, I post 5 times a week. You say quality, I won't say it
Wow.
quality.
That's
Sometimes I do like natural links from here and there, like repurposing my podcast links or YouTube links. Sometimes writing
yeah.
something which is deeper. That depends, like on my mood. And but there was 110% growth in 1 year in my impressions. Say impression if we go to
Wow.
analytics. Okay, so I
Awesome.
currently have 7k followers. So I want to know from you.
Wow. Nice.
Treat me like a mentor here, and tell me how can I grow
Okay.
to 11k 12k by year. And say if I start like in September, and September, October, November, December, say we have
Mhm.
4 months, and I want to grow it to 7k to
Mhm.
11k. Give me 3 tips, give me 4 tips, or give me like whatever information you have.
Okay, got it. So the first thing would be to make sure that your headline, your profile photo, your cover photo, all of these should look impressive. So the reason I say this is maybe people are visiting your profile. Now, the thing is people who are visiting your profile, they should get that impression saying, okay, I will find something valuable from this person, so I should either connect with them or at least follow them, right? So having that impressive profile, that as soon as you see anybody's profile, some profiles, it will strike you immediately, oh wow, this person is doing something interesting. So that should be the kind of impression which people should get. So I would say optimize your headline, optimize your you should have a good professional photograph. I'm not saying that you should go get a headshot and all, anything which looks professional, okay? So not like you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
right? So
I
it
got
shouldn't
it.
look very
Yeah.
casual.
So after I'll give
And
you
I'm not
one
saying
thing.
you.
Yeah, just one thing. I'll tell you
Yeah.
then. After we are done with podcast, do check my profile and tell me if my profile picture is professional or I need to change it. Anyways, coming back to
Yeah,
the
sure.
yeah, coming back to the next
So
pointers. Yeah.
having basics right will be number one. Second thing is content creation is the best way. Now, how will you create content? So what I say is, so you yourself mentioned that okay, you are creating 5 posts every week, right? Now, along with that, or possibly within those 5 posts, what I'll say is try to create your own posts. What I mean is, instead of resharing or repurposing, even if you put your own, let's say, YouTube link, what I'll suggest is try to put some summary. Okay, because see, in today's time, everybody is so busy, and not everybody would have the time to check out full YouTube link. I myself wouldn't, maybe even you wouldn't. So if at
Yeah.
all the your podcast is 20-30 minutes, let's say put some three key pointers, three key takeaways, and then say that, and then put saying, okay, these are the other questions that we have answered in the YouTube. Check it out. Okay. So give something valuable from the post. Okay. It shouldn't be like, hey, we have answered these 5 things, check it out. People may not have time. Give at least 2 3 main key takeaways in the post, and then put the rest as questions, so that people can check it out later when they have time. Or you, another thing is, what I've understood is LinkedIn also values when people save their posts for later. So what you
Oh,
can also mention is yeah, because again, not everybody will have time to check right away, right? Because people maybe in their office, they may find your post interesting, but they may not be able to watch the YouTube link then and there. So saving, you can also mention that if you want to check it out, save this post for later. So let them save it and look at it when they have time, so you can try that as well. So that's point number two. Try to create own content. And what I've also understood about the LinkedIn algorithm is they have also introduced videos now, right? If you
hmm.
see, at least on my Android app, the video icon is in the bottom nav. It
Yeah.
says in the bottom nav you have 5 options, right? So video has come there. So clearly it means that LinkedIn will boost video content. And I see many creators focusing on video now. So again, even in video, it's all reels ka zamana, shorts ka zamana. So I would suggest less than 1 minute videos. That would be good. You could probably take a clip of this and then put it as, let's say, 1 minute video with subtitles. So try these three things, Stuti.
Yeah.
You're perfect. At least your ideal profile that can impress a person visiting your profile for the first time. Creating your own content and then giving some takeaways from the post, and then video content.
Okay. Video, I think they introduced like
Yeah.
2 weeks before only. 2 weeks before they did that because pehle there was a
Yes.
plus sign that used to come like where we used to post directly. Now they have replaced it. Now
Correct.
I was searching that where is plus gone, yeah. Then it took me some time to go to top and see, yeah, that they have changed it because they want to be
Yes,
more user friendly with video. Yeah,
with
got
video.
it.
Yeah, they want to promote video content. Right.
So this is a good tip. I think I should try some video content. Okay, coming. This is great.
Yeah.
So you have and you have LinkedIn Premium. That's also nice. Or
Yes.
did it?
Yes. So I'll tell you why. LinkedIn Premium. Okay, so
Hmm.
many times, I what I'll tell you, um, I get around thousand profile viewers every week. Okay,
Wow.
now
Hmm.
1,000 profile viewers time, it is, let's say, very senior people, founders. They're probably like VP of engineering in some good tech companies, but they will not send connection request. They will not even follow you. Okay, it
Hmm.
it could be, I don't know, for some reason maybe they think I'm too young or whatever it is, but maybe they got impressed with my post
Hmm.
or my
Hmm.
profile that they wanted to check. So in these case, what I do is, when I find somebody who is valuable, who's quite senior in the industry, I will go to their profile again and then send them a connection request. Okay. So I have this set template message, which I have it in my WhatsApp. So let's say Stuti is VP of engineering at, say, Big Basket, for example. Okay. So the minute I see that, okay, Stuti has seen my profile, you may not have sent connection request. So I will send you a connection request along with the personalized message saying,
Temperature.
"Hey Stuti, I came across your profile. I would love to stay connected with you. I'm a product manager. I would like to stay in touch with you, and I'll give my website link as well." So,
Hmm.
and they accept it. 99% of them, they accept it. So that's how you also network with, let's
With
say,
the.
senior leaders in the industry. Right now, they may or may
Hmm.
not like your content, but or they may be watching your content. And when they have an opening, they will definitely come to you. So that's how you should use the power of LinkedIn, right? So people say, your network is your net worth, right?
Yeah,
Now, how do you make take the advantage of that network? So that's where
I
premium
agree.
has helped me. So I've
Hmm.
taken LinkedIn Premium for the last 3 years. That's the only premium subscription that I've taken in life. So LinkedIn
And what are
Premium has helped me to see yeah,
so what
who are
are
the
the
profile
charges for
viewers.
the what are the charges for the LinkedIn Premium profile, monthly or yearly? Like any
Yeah, yeah. So
when I
so it's yearly 13,000. Yeah, it's yearly
okay,
13,000. So probably around 1,100 per month. That's the.
okay.
I mean, we spend 1,000 rupees on many
Yeah,
things,
yeah, वो
right?
तो
If you just
that's yeah, yeah, yeah. वो तो that's
yeah,
that I know that's not
yeah,
comparable. Just asking for my knowledge. Obviously, when it is giving you so much of growth opportunity, why
yeah,
not? Yeah. Okay. You have been
yeah.
top
I mean,
voice as
reason
well.
that is
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the reason I mentioned about the subscription price is we don't think twice before buying, let's say, Netflix or Prime
Yes.
subscription, right? We need it for entertainment. And now and most of them, they turn to LinkedIn only during job change. So again, that's not how it will work, right?
Exactly.
So you need to be active on the platform, even if you're not a content creator. Try to, let's say, comment on people's post where you can add some value. So when I say comment, I'm not saying nice post, good post. I'm saying, hey, I agree with this because I have also experienced something like this. Or it could also be, hey, I would slightly disagree on this because this has been my experience with Swiggy, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
is important to put your perspective forward as comments. Yeah.
Hmm, got it. So you have been like LinkedIn top voice as well. That's great. And that is for some particular topic because I've seen generally people are being top voice as a topic. So
Yeah.
is there you have some topic around it or it's generic?
No, so it's around topics. LinkedIn top voice, that if at all it's generic, that means you are in that. So there are two types of top voices, right? So one is that LinkedIn generic top voice, and the other one is community top voice. So I
Oh,
have
okay.
been in that community top voice for four different fields. So one is of course product management, and the other thing was business analysis and storytelling as well, because I've been a content creator. So I have also read books and read articles on how you can be a better storyteller. And the fourth topic is user experience. Again, that is something which I'm really passionate about. How to make sure that your products are usable. It could be a simple switch right? And syncs are the most difficult things to use in this real world. There are like 100, 200 types of sync that if you enter, you have to figure out, okay, how will this sync even work probably. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate about this experience. So community top voice again, the what I understood from that is you have to keep contributing. So you might know about LinkedIn, where they introduced this AI driven content creation. Okay,
Oh,
so LinkedIn introduced, let's say, product management as a topic, and AI will create some 5 questions, and all of them can contribute to it. So now, again, AI will decide that, okay, if at all I'm a product manager, then good, and if at all
hmm.
I'm getting likes on my contribution. So what I understood is a lot of people found value in my contributions when I answered those questions. So that's when LinkedIn gives you the title as community top voice. So I did that for about 5 to 6 months, but again, it's not sustainable because they keep asking you those questions.
Since.
Every day you get one question, and then you really have to, let's say, break your head, think about a good example, put it forward to keep that title. So I thought, okay, this is not sustainable, and I was pregnant at the time. I was like, I can't take this stress. It's okay for me to let go of this title. So, but I was happy that I got that title. Okay, people found value, LinkedIn recognized, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There is no point in keep chasing like overburden yourself with something which is not uh kind of causing you
Yeah.
stress. Anyways, you have written here like book one to
Yeah.
one call, and what is that one to one calls for? Ma- Is that mentoring? What's mentoring that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's right. It's for mentoring. So I mentor people on two main topics. One is on product management. So when I say product management, most aspiring product managers reach out to me saying how they can become a product manager. It could be an engineer, it could be a designer, it could be a college fresher. An IIT graduate had reached out to me that he is interested in becoming a product manager, and then somebody who is into sales marketing, she wanted to be a product manager. So she wanted to understand what exactly do product managers do in their everyday role. So I mentored aspiring PMs. And the other thing is about LinkedIn. So for example, you said that, right, after this call I should check out your LinkedIn and suggest how you can keep it to your best, right? So that's the second thing that I do. I try to optimize their LinkedIn, so it will be a 30-minute call where we work
Okay.
together on a session. So
Okay.
okay, saying, okay, what should get conveyed from your headline. Okay, how should your
Hmm.
LinkedIn profile picture be, and what you can see, that LinkedIn cover photo is a very good real estate to communicate to what is that one thing which people should remember you for, right? So
Okay.
that's, and what all you can add. So for example, these MBA assignments which I did, there were 8 to 10 subjects, and we do those assignments on different companies. So I did financial report on Tesla, I did analytics report on Airbnb. So all
Wow.
of these can be added as projects under LinkedIn, right? So this is the way that you can showcase what all you have worked on. And LinkedIn is a very good platform because there's so many sections that you can add which you would not even have imagined. So that's the second topic where I help people on how to optimize their LinkedIn profile.
Great, great, Bhavna. I mean, it's already been mostly 30 minutes since we are talking. So we have reached towards the end of the podcast already. And it was like actually genuinely
Oh,
great talking to you. Quite a bonding, like quite a good kind of conversation and bonding. So as we are moving towards the end, any messages for listeners or anything you want to see as a, I would say, as a point of motivation, or anything like on public speaking on LinkedIn or anything. So yeah, we can maybe end it after that.
My key takeaway for listeners is, if you want to start creating content, LinkedIn is that number one platform. Okay, so there's so many social media platforms right now. There's Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads. Uh, I mean, you can just go on and on. But if at all you want to make sure that it's for your, let's say, professional career, especially if you're in IT, then LinkedIn is your platform. If at all you're an artist, it could be a photographer or, let's say, a makeup artist, then Instagram is your social media platform where you should create content. So it really depends on which, let's say, industry you're in,
Niche.
what kind of job you're doing. Yes, so for IT niche, LinkedIn is your number one platform. Start creating content. You can get started by commenting and then slowly start writing your posts. Don't be afraid of what people will think. Just write it and then get started. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Bhavna. These were great insights. I was like, it was kind of a bit of personal mentoring, which happened for me via this podcast. So thank you so much for that, and thanks for being my guest. Like I got to know about you, so many talents, so many things that you're working. So, a great inspiration for me personally. So thank you for being my guest. Yeah, thank you.
Or
And on
thank you
that
so
note,
much, Sudeep. Yeah. 30
yeah.
minutes just went so quickly.
Quickly,
That
yeah.
was nice. Yeah.
Even I was thinking that same. On that note, listeners, stay happy, stay blessed, and most importantly, stay grateful. I will see another one. Bye.
Bye.